We've got the Kia Seltos, a popular choice for many.
This thing packs a lot of value. Seltos, but not any Seltos. Ooh, the speedy one.
This has got some zip to it, doesn't it?
All right, what's under the hood of this Kia Seltos?
A 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, 175 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Standard all-wheel drive for this model.
The majority of Seltos come with a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and a CVT, 146 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available. So this turbocharged engine has been pared down. It used to be available in more trims. It's only available on this top trim in Canada. In the US, it's available on 2 trims. All right, this is a nice vehicle with loads of stuff. That's one of the selling features. What do you get with it? What are the key standard features?
The base trim comes with an 8-inch touchscreen, a 3.5-inch instrument cluster, Apple Carplay and Android Auto, a 6-speaker audio system, heated front seats, a manual driver and passenger seat, cloth upholstery, halogen headlights, 16-inch or 17-inch wheels, and blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert. Our top trim test model comes with a 10.25-inch touchscreen with navigation and a 7-inch instrument cluster. It also has a leatherette interior.
You know what I like about this car, Andrea? Lots of buttons. But what can we put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe. And if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review, twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe. The most important thing is to hit that notification bell, but also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Android to get a sneak peek behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code Motormouth to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.
This handles really well for a subcompact vehicle. This one has plenty of power. It has a dual clutch transmission. I always say to viewers, make sure you try it and that you like it, because it can be a little bit jerky, but so engaging.
All right, so what the hell is a dual clutch transmission? It's a manual transmission. Think about that for a second. A manual transmission, clutch and gears, right? Automatically controlled. So the car's doing all of that clutch transmission stuff for you. However, the sensation of the clutch applying pressure and decoupling, you do feel at low speed. So the dual clutch is one gear's activated, the next gear's ready to go, and in an instant, it changes gears. That's the advantage.
It's pretty fun. I prefer it over a CVT for sure, but some just don't like it. They're expecting more of a smooth ride, and you don't always get it. But I think that you can master it. You just have to give it some time.
So if you're looking for something that is an automatic but not a dual clutch, you have to make sure it doesn't say dual clutch in the description.
Because this is small and compact, obviously it's very easy to maneuver in the city, easy to parallel park, and the cabin is really quiet. I mean, I've been in some subcompact vehicles like the Corolla Cross. It gets a little loud on the highway. This isn't the case with the Seltos. It's quite refined.
There's so much value packed into this little product. It's just amazing. And you're going to come away with the basic summary that we have is like, man, there's a lot to like here.
I think that this has a really handsome exterior. It fits well in the Kia fleet, similar to what they've already got out there. It comes standard with halogen headlights, available LED, 16-inch wheels on the front-wheel drive model, and 17-inch on the all-wheel drive model. We've got the top turbo trim, so we've got chrome accents, black grille with chrome accents, and we're riding on 18-inch wheels.
So I made fun when we drove it a couple of years ago, or 3 years ago, I guess now, where I said it has a kind of a unibrow, where the grille and the lights all run together, kind of looks like a unibrow. I think I'm kind of warmed up to it now. One of the main things about this, so this is in the subcompact class, but it is one of the biggest. I would say this and the Taos from Volkswagen are very closely aligned. So in this vehicle, I think it's an alternative to going up to a bigger vehicle.
Yeah, and it is priced really well, so you aren't competing with that compact crossover category, but the Taos is, because that top trim with all those extra features really is at a price point in the compact category.
Kia, you haven't gone to everything in the touchscreen. You actually have real buttons. You got all the buttons under the radio. What do you want? You want the radio? We hit that. You want media? You want that. It's all there. And then the heat controls, same thing. And then below that, all of the things for heated and ventilated seats. Heated and ventilated seats in a car like this, but the switches are right there.
Yeah, this cabin is very open. It has excellent visibility. You sit up and over the dash, and
can I just show you one thing?
Sure.
Look at this, Andrea.
Yeah.
I am in a subcompact, non-luxury vehicle, and I have a height adjustment. Now, this is the top trim, but still, there are other brands, Toyota, even on some of their products, they don't even offer that.
No, this comes with some pretty good standard features, but I recommend moving one up from the base model. That's where you'll find the heated steering wheel, a moonroof, and you also get the rear armrest in the second row, which I think is really important.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of the HRV for no armrest at all. It's in here, one up from the base. That's the one you want.
Now, you don't have to move up to this top trim with the 1.6T in Canada. The top trim of the 2-liter 4-cylinder comes with all of those extra features that you will want, such as a power passenger seat, power driver seat, heated front seats, ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, a wireless charger. I mean, the list goes on in this vehicle. The top trim, which we're test driving, will get you the head-up display and the Bose sound system.
Okay, there should be a big asterisk next to all of this.
Yeah.
Because that's the Canadian Seltos.
Yeah.
In the United States, they go, nope, you're not getting that, you're not getting that, you're not getting that. It's very different. The product planning team south of the border said, no, not for you. So what's missing in the United States? Do you get ventilated seats, Andrea?
No.
Okay, you don't get that. Do you get heated rear seats, Andrea?
No.
What other things have they taken out?
You don't get a heated steering wheel, and you don't get a power passenger seat.
Come to Canada, eh? It's way better here,
I mean, we're winning here, aren't we?
Finally, we get something.
I've got a really funny story. So I was reading some Kia forums because I just couldn't believe this. I couldn't see it in the specs online for the US. And then there was somebody in the Kia forum who watched a Canadian video, probably ours, with our first Kia Seltos that we did. He was so excited, a heated steering wheel, ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, then he realized it was Canadian.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is a real winner when it comes to space. Front row legroom is excellent, and you can see with Zach in the back seat. What did you think, Zach?
Well, no problem. I mean, you got to remember what it is. It's a subcompact crossover, but this is one of the biggest. We're going to talk about that throughout the video. So it is an alternative to getting a bigger vehicle, but I would say the comfort is very good considering the class.
And the only other two vehicles that compete with this second row legroom is the Taos and the Jeep Compass.
And the cargo area has a nice trick. The bottom of the cargo floor can be pulled out. You can have it at its regular height or you can have it lower. Yeah. It's really great to have that option. It's just a simple thing. You slide it in and out and you're done.
And although it has a ton of cargo space, especially for this class, it's the Volkswagen Taos that offers the most.
All right, good questions, some comparisons. Let's get into it.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
I think the Seltos looks pretty cool. I have two teen boys who are 6 feet tall. Would they be uncomfortable in the back seat? Well, Zach is 6 feet tall.
But I have the torso of a giant.
Yeah.
And I have little haggis legs. Here's the thing. Any 6 foot tall person could sit back there. It's how comfortable they're going to be. But yeah, if it's for shorter trips, taking them to errands and things around town, it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, and if your boys are anything like our boys, they do like to stretch their legs out.
No, they like to complain.
And I was going to say, and because they probably can't stretch their legs out on a long trip, they will definitely complain. But headroom is very good. And like you said, short trips, no problem. How does it compare in terms of price and features with the Qashqai, Corolla Cross, and Taos?
Well, I think on size, the Taos is the closest to this. And that car comes with a standard turbocharged engine. This one, you have to get this particular model, the top trim.
Yeah.
So there are some compelling reasons to choose the Volkswagen, except price.
$37,500 now for the top trim of the Taos. It does come with some nice features like a panoramic sunroof, ventilated front seats. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Corolla Cross is going to be getting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for 2023. And it also comes with some nice features and it's priced well. The Qashqai is another one, but that is priced well.
And a similar size as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't have much power.
No.
I mean, it's really lacking in the power department. Overall, they're all good vehicles to choose from, but I would say that this Seltos, for under $34,000 for this top trim,
fully loaded, yeah.
is really tough to beat. We put out a lot of content each week on the Motormouth YouTube channel, and it's so easy to find.
All you do is go to the YouTube search bar and you type in Motormouth, the name of the channel, then the brand you're looking for. In this case, it would be Kia, and all of our videos pop up. It's that easy.
How is it compared to the Kona?
That's a good question. The Kona Turbo, so we're in the turbo of this one, has now more power than this, but this is bigger.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that more powerful version of this engine, same engine but more power, will eventually make it into this Kia.
It could be. They both have dual clutch transmissions, which is quite interesting. A few people have said to me, I tried the Seltos, but I didn't really like the drive. It's really jerky. When I explained that it comes with a dual clutch transmission, they said, yes, I get that now. So it's definitely something that you need to try. I find that the Kona is more engaging to drive, probably because it's smaller, feels like a little go-kart. It's a blast, but if you need the space, the Seltos is the one to get.
We actually said in the turbo version of the Kona that it reminds us a lot of like a hot hatch, like a GTI, but even with all-wheel drive. So that's smaller, more fun, more power. This is more sensible, bigger, and just marginally less power.
Yeah, and one thing about this Seltos I would like to see in here is dual climate control. It only has a single. I think that Kia could step that up and put the dual in.
And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
I'd buy this in a heartbeat if it was a hybrid.
What I'm excited about, Andrea, is the new Kia Niro. That's going to be coming any day soon.
Yeah.
Which might fill your needs for some kind of electrification.
Yeah.
What do you know about hybrid for this one?
Well, there's nothing confirmed, but I just can't see Kia not bringing out a hybrid or a plug-in hybrid of the Seltos. We've got the Corolla Cross coming soon with a hybrid, and we've got the Sorento and the Sportage with both. So I think that the Seltos will get it. I'm a little bit surprised that Kia isn't there yet, honestly.
Well, think about Kona. You have the Kona EV. So they have a full electric version of the Kona, which is the same platform as this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But Niro, if you're interested and you like the Kia products, that's the one you want to look out for coming soon.
Or even the Soul. Soul's another great option as well. It's got that boxy design and quite a spacious interior.
But right now, it's still gas. What is the fuel economy and more in our vital stats?
Let's start with pricing. We'll do Canada first and then we'll move on to the US. The base front-wheel drive model starts at just over $23,500, and the top SX turbo trim we're test driving is just under $34,000 Canadian. In the US, the LX base model all-wheel drive starts at just under $23,000 in the US, and the first front-wheel drive model, the S, starts at just under $23,000 in the US. The top SX Turbo is just over $28,000.
Here's the fuel economy for the base 2-liter engine. 8.8 liters per 100 kilometers city, 7.6 on the highway. That's 27 miles per gallon city, 31 miles per gallon highway. This turbo gets 9.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7.9 on the highway. That's 25 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway. Kia does not recommend towing with the Seltos. It comes with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer or 60,000 mile warranty. The subcompact crossover market is hot with some new entries. Let's see what else you can buy.
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the Volkswagen Taos with a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 158 horsepower, and a starting price just over $29,000.
The Toyota Corolla Cross with a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 169 horsepower, and an all-wheel drive starting price of just over $26,000.
The Honda HR-V with a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 158 horsepower, and an all-wheel drive starting price of just over $31,000.
The Mazda CX-30 with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, 186 horsepower, and 186 pound-feet of torque. It has a starting price of just over $29,000.
So there are 4 subcompact crossovers for you to consider.
Lightning round. Two things we like to see improved.
I like how spacious this is.
I like the value.
I'd like to see wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in here as an option.
I'd like a power rear liftgate.
Loaded with features and priced just right. Make sure you put this one on your list.
A lot of people think they need a compact SUV. This subcompact has a lot of space. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code Motormouth to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.